Hello everybody, Flick here. It's time for yet another Let's Look At, and today we're taking a look at a pre-alpha version of Beat Cop. So please keep in mind that pre-alpha is pretty much even before the earliest stages that a game is usually displayed. Everything you're seeing is a massive work in progress, so this is not any kind of formal review. It's more just putting a game on your radar that you might be interested in if you're into kind of pixel art adventure games, which is what this is. It's by Pixel Crow and published by 11-Bit Studios. You play as a cop who's framed and you get busted down into just being a meter maid, essentially. So along with doing all general cop type stuff, you also just have to make sure you write enough tickets to pay your alimony to your ex-wife. It's inspired by a lot of the 80s cop dramas, you know, what do we call it, Magnum PI, that kind of thing, Columbo, you know, that sort of thing. There's a progressive story that changes based on the decisions you make, whether you want to be a crooked cop, whether you want to be with the mafia, whether you want to be, you know, you might, if you go the route of always doing the quote-unquote right thing as a meter maid, you're technically doing your job, but you turn the people against you because you're not displaying empathy, I guess. Whether or not that will have any kind of massive effect on the story, it's too early to say. So once again, keep in mind this is a very early version. I've been playing it for about an hour. In that time I did about the first 4 days, I think. I actually had to stop on the day I got to because I found a way to crash the game, unfortunately. But we're going to we're going to start a new game just to show off the first couple of days of the game. And assuming it starts like it did last time, we'll actually see the trailer for the game. And that'll probably give you a good idea about the dark sense of humour the game has and the general story. It's also probably a little bit loud here. The music is great though. I'll let it play. So that's the setup. You're framed for the murder of a gang member and are busted down. So we're going to be introduced to the kind of tutorial here. There's no voice acting in the game, so I'll probably just talk over the little speech going in there. It's very stereotypical cop characters. The chief keeps on busting your balls for doing basically nothing. There's the arsehole cops who just, they know you've been busted down, so they treat you like garbage. There's a reference there to Police Academy. There's references all over the place for you to look out for. I'm not actually sure. Oh, I just realised what this is for. Eventually you get the ability to check cars' tyres, and I was having a trouble working out when is a tyre, you know, in such bad condition that you give them a ticket. The answer was right on these screens the whole damn time. So that's fine, that's fine. That probably needs a ticket, and that definitely needs a ticket. Alright. Yeah, there's a little bit of papers, please. Eventually. At first you can pretty much only write tickets for if a car is parking in a no parking zone, or if they have like an expired ticket or an expired meter. I'm not quite sure how it works in the US. But eventually you have to check out cars to find like stolen drugs. Eventually you have to check their tires. Eventually you have to check their lights. And you're not supposed to get any tickets wrong or you get penalties. And eventually after the first day, I believe it tells you, hey, if you don't have X amount of money to pay your ex-wife in so many days, then you're screwed. So there is a bunch of fail states. But for this first tutorial, we're going to get kind of led around by the hand to talk to the NPCs who run the various shops in the street that we're told to patrol. And we get to meet our mentor, which is Fat Jim, I think his name is. I've already forgotten. It's Fat something. We'll see once we get there. It's a shame that there's no voice acting. And also I noticed that sometimes the text does go by a bit too fast. Now if I was to left click, it actually fast forwards it, and you can fast forward the whole thing, I believe. But if I'm not pressing click, it still sometimes goes by a little bit fast if you're trying to read every word. That said, it's very stereotypical dialogue. Most of the cops are assholes to you because they know your past. So here we are in the game proper. This is what it looks. we have to pay close attention to the time. We have our radio there, we have our tickets. Well, we will eventually, we don't actually for the tutorial here. It is Fat Mike. Handcuffs for arresting perps, our gun, and our notepad, which is essentially our quest log. And there's also a lot of bad language, and they do describe it as having a dark sense of humour, and yeah, there's some like that, you know, making fun of cops being racist, for instance, and that kind of thing. Stereotypical mafia types, stereotypical gang types. So there will be a lot of that. So anyway, this is the chief just telling us what we have to do. Because this is our first day, we don't actually have to write a minimum number of tickets, but usually you get told to write either 5 or 10. Or let's say like 5 tickets plus 3 cars towed. You look for them parking in like no parking zones, and then you can check the meters as well. But first we have to get led around the town by our lazy companion here, who we think is decent, but really he also calls us Polly, even though we're called Jack Kelly, which I don't fully understand. But never mind. Hello, General Lee. So yeah, he's going to take us to a few of the places he likes, and that will introduce some of the NPCs. And the quests do kind of build up. There's side quests and there's main quests. The main quest, you'll see what it is after this tutorial day finishes. Along with, I guess, clearing your innocence. But quests kind of start opening up, like there's a quest involving a pregnant teenager, there's a random murders, you know, things you don't necessarily need to follow. I assume there's also multiple ways to do it. Like one of the first things you get told is if you want to solve the main quest, you could befriend the Mafia because they know people. To befriend the Mafia, you have to do some shady shit, like writing tickets for people who don't deserve them, searching gang vehicles to find drugs for them. You know, you're getting on their good side, you're getting on the bad side of other people, and you're not really doing your job. So it's how much you're willing to break the law to achieve a goal, I guess. So our notebook got updated because we spoke to the owner of the Adamski grocer. And now, Fat Mike wants to go eat a pizza, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, I haven't found out what the whole deal with the freezer was. I don't know if that was a reference to something. But it is giving good advice there, I suppose. You have to think unconventionally about how to solve issues. Very frequently when you're actually issuing tickets, the person who has the car will come back, and sometimes they'll give you a sob story like, "Oh, I'm a veteran, you have to be nice to me," or sometimes they'll just outright try and bribe you. Fat Mike, can you move a little bit faster? You can double click to run, by the way. You do have a stamina meter, and the longer the day goes on, the stamina your max stamina rather, goes down. So anyway, I'll let them talk to the Mafia, the pizzeria owner, who definitely isn't a Mafia boss. And they'll sit and have some pizza as well. So as I was saying, this is pre-alpha and it's not due out until the final quarter of the year, so there's nothing in the way of like price I can give you. Really, this is just a quick look at something which you may or may not be interested in. I know a lot of people are put off by pixel art, they feel like it's the lazy way to finish a game. I don't agree with that, but then again I am somewhat nostalgic for pixel art because all games looked like this when I was a kid. I like it, and I like the detail. They've hidden a lot of little references and a lot of just little nuances in the background that you might not notice. Like every so often if you watch this balcony here, a crazy guy comes out and says stuff. You know, just little stuff like that. Anyway, I think we're about to get the tutorial about how to write tickets. Yes, because the dirty hippie didn't pay his ticket. Alright. So we didn't have our ticket book because we forgot it, because we're a little bit inept. But don't worry, Fat Mike will give us his. Also, because we're still near the pizzeria, we're hearing the stereotypical music from inside. I like that. Alright, press on ticket. Press on card we want a ticket. We have to give the correct reason, which in this case is parking violation because they haven't paid the meter. We have to issue it. We have to give our badge number. And there we go. That's as simple as you can get, but it gets more complicated as you go on. Also, yeah, we have to tow it. Now this is a part I actually forgot about when I was playing off camera. I thought I was only supposed to tow cars that were stuck in no parking areas, but you can actually just tow vehicles that are illegally parked. Like so. So a tow truck will come along. Yeah, no, not that one. This one? Nope, not this one. That one. There we go. So we issued one ticket. So even though this is pre-alpha, I will say I have noticed a couple of errors. As I said at the start, I actually found a way to crash the game. I cancelled a tyre check mid-check, and for some reason the game didn't freeze up. It's just nothing would happen. I couldn't click on anything. Poor Kelly was just stuck there nothing could happen. Also, when I failed a boot check, I was checking for drugs, and I failed it on my first try. Suddenly the language of the game changed to what I think was Russian. Oh, we need to arrest him. There we go. You wait until the handcuffs turn green, that means you're close enough, then you just press on the handcuffs and you arrest people. Sometimes you have to intervene with like people escaping a crime scene, like robbery, that kind of thing. Also domestic disputes too. Hello again, General Lee. So we've still got a few more shops to visit, but then after that we should just be able to skip to our first proper day where we're allowed to do our own thing. The criteria for having to earn a certain amount of money is there just to force you to write tickets, because otherwise you could just focus on the story, and it's supposed to give you roadblocks. Anyway, we've got till 4 PM to meet back here. Now, we haven't spoken to the liquor store owner, I believe. I'm going to skip through it just so we can try and get to the next day as fast as possible. We just introduce ourselves, and we sometimes get stats like people +1, which means the people like us. Although if you go by the book too much, the people will start to hate you. So we need to go to the Crank drugstore and the electronics. I believe they are both on the far side of a town, so we'll run a little bit. If you click again, you stop running, and you can kind of maintain your stamina. If you let your stamina run out, this happens. You stop and take a breather. And as I said, the later in the day it gets, the lower your max stamina goes. However, you can increase it by going to places like the diner and having a bite to eat. The diner will actually feed you for free. There's hot dog vendors that you'll have to pay money, but they all give you plus stamina. So yeah, we're going to get some coffee here. It'll probably burn like 10 or 15 minutes. Oh wait, no, the first time you visit it, you actually don't. So we've got +2 stamina there and +1 people. There's a church we can visit. Make fat yo butts. Sweet around the hole. Wah wah. Oh, this is the pawn shop. I don't want the pawn shop. I don't think I want the electronics store next door. There we are. Just introducing myself, I'm the new patrol officer on the beat, yeah. So now, Crank's drugstore. That must have been back on the left. You're not very fit for being a former detective. But that's so it's harder to catch people when you're chasing robbers and that kind of thing. Oh, here it is, right here. Right, so he's the German guy, so it's playing like stereotypical music. Alright, so now we just have to wait until... Oh no, we have to go to the Hard Brick Cafe. Oh. So the Pawn Shop 613, they have caught a thief. So I'm going to do the opposite to how I did this off camera. I just want to see how it differs. Yes, hello, generally. So let's go in the pawn shop. So this guy, he got caught stealing condoms, and we're going to get a choice of whether to force him to pay 5 times as much for the condoms or kind of let him go. I made him pay up. The guy liked me by pressing him. I'm going to say ease off this time and see how it differs. Get out of here, don't come back. Thanks, I'll tell the guys the new pig's alright. What? So I'm probably going to get like gang +1, people -1 if I had to guess. People -1, gang +1, notebook update. Alright. So actually now we only have the Meet Mike thing. Oh no, we just have to go to the Hard Brick Cafe. We can also speak to... Oh. This kid comes and talks to you as part of his tutorial. It's basically telling you that when you're talking to someone, time freezes. And also he tells you about bribes, because this kid knows what he's talking about, I guess. Now, where's the... Ah, there's the Hard Brick Cafe. We'll talk to the mafioso first. Yeah, we're talking about gambling, etc. Basically just telling you that if you want information, Louis is the place you want to go to. So that should conclude us meeting everybody. All points bulletin, we met everybody. Notes. Meet up with Mike at 4 PM. Now sadly, because we don't have our damn ticket book, I can't just go and spend the rest of the day earning some money by writing tickets. But if we walk around, we might manage to trigger any kind of story that I didn't happen to see. The street ends here. Oh. Holloway wants to talk to you. Oh, that's right, he phones you. Yeah. Luckily, there is a phone box right here. Run, man, run! It's the chief. Oh no, that one's broken. Oh, damn. Okay. Sometimes when you get one of those all points bulletins or, a message on your radio, a timer will appear down here in red that you've got to respond to. Like, if there's a crime, it doesn't just sit waiting for you to get there. You've got to get there fast. Can I actually tow this? Because it's very clearly broken. Also, we got -1 stamina there. Car towing? Nope. Okay. Where's the next working phone booth? Let's try this one. Kelly, do some cardio, man. Alright, so he's going to have a conversation with the chief. The chief's going to be very rude to him. And the gist of this conversation is, hey, you haven't been paying your alimony money. Pay it, or else. So now this is where the lose condition comes in. If you don't earn enough money in 3 days, you don't pay your wife, you get screwed. Also, if you don't do enough tickets every day, you will also get screwed because your money will be docked. What do you want? What's the matter? The boss wanted me to let you know that he's a reasonable man. So this is, we spoke to the mafioso representative, this is the gang representative. I'm going to say, I ignored him last time, I'm going to say agree. I don't want to make enemies here, wise decision. You can often see us on the corners. So presumably you can also seek information from them to follow the main story if you decide to not ally yourself with the mafia. But now we're at 3:20, is that? My speaker covers the bottom left corner. Yeah, we'll head back and we shall wait for Fat Mike, who should be back in front of the pizzeria very, very soon. Oh, I could have told you. Oh, he's right here already, actually. Hello, Fat Mike. Can I talk to you? There we go. There you are. I had a look around the neighbourhood. I've talked to people. I can handle this place. Sure, sure. What are we waiting for? A friend wanted to meet you. What's he doing? Oh, shit. So the friend that wanted to meet us actually tried to murder us and got Fat Mike instead because he saved us at the last second. So this kind of sets up the story. You want to find out why someone tried to kill you, why they killed Fat Mike. Something weird going on. Yeah, well, but it's not all in the game yet because they're still making it. They promise multiple endings though on their Steam Store page, and I will link the Steam Store page below, by the way, so you can read about the plans they have, how the progress is going. And keep an eye on it if you want to. You can put it on your wish list. So at the end of the day, this is what we get. We get to see our recap, how much money we made, and also how our standings change. So this is kind of neutral apart from the gang. And what we did. That Mike died instead of me. I need to find out who's trying to take me out. And I need to have $300 for alimony in 3 days. So you want to try and make about 100 a day. Although we did start, well, now we have 100. So if you do anything wrong, it would appear here as well. Like say you write up a ticket wrongly. That's the kind of place it appears. We won't necessarily play the whole of day 2, but we'll play enough of it to show you the gist. And I will fast forward the starting conversation. We just talk about Fat Mike being dead. 2 of them are arseholes about it. 2 of them are kind of neutral. And then your chief just busts everybody's balls rather. So we need to write at least 5 tickets. As long as we do that, we've done our work for the day. Anything else is a bonus. But if we ignore the main story, we're never going to solve it and probably end up getting murdered. Yep, so they treat us like shit along with everybody else. Get out of here so I can write this van a ticket. Go. Leave. Leave. Ticket. No, don't tell them I'm in the area. I want to write a ticket, damn it. There we go. Oh no, there's a shopkeeper. Quickly. I can chase him. I just want to very quickly do the ticket first. Also, someone is at my door, so I will be back in a second. I apologise for the interruption, but I am back. And going to this menu does not pause it, does it? Oh dear. I let that shoplifter get away then, didn't I? See what I mean? Look, watch this guy. The dog's still barking. And we'll tow that car as well. So, did you... Oh. Okay, so we have to... Where did he say it was? Louis, right? So if we go over here... There he is. We can ask this guy about what happened to Fat Mike. Can you see how you're doing after yesterday? Shit hit the fan. Yeah, so he's basically just telling us to watch our back. Is that a flasher? I want to go click on him just to see. Let me click. Nope, I can't. Let's see if this lady paid her fine. Paid the meter. Yes, she did. Well, for 15 minutes anyway. Oh, you're screwed. Parking violation. Please, officer, stop writing. Sorry, I have a quota to meet. Please, I'm broke. Let it go. You're breaking my heart already. Alright, today it's just a warning. When I was playing off camera, I didn't take any sob stories or bribes. But maybe you want the people on your side so they'll help you out later. I don't know. Let's check this one. Oh, can't check it. This one then. A fight's been reported. Alright, so there's a fight at the church. I think these might be random events then, because I don't remember having to break up a fight. I remember having to go to a crime scene of a murder. Huh. Well, we know the church is over here. Oh, we do still get the corpse in the alley. Oh, that's right, it's a false alarm to go to the church. It's to deliberately take you so far over here that they can load in the corpse on the left, I guess. Yep, so now do we get a timer? Yeah, we've got to get to the crime scene in 1 minute 28. Kelly, please. Run faster, man. There we are, right there. Please move back. You found the victim. I did. When? A few minutes ago. I asked about the murderer on my other file and she didn't say anything, so I'm going to ask about the victim just to see if anything happens. You don't get any information out of her regardless. Right, you get her personal information for questioning her later. She doesn't say anything, and we get another choice with this final person as well. And I told him to get lost. Oh, I'm going to insult her as well. I let it go last time. Report it to the radiator. So that got the police mad at me because I insulted the witness. She shouldn't have been a bitch. Either I get rid of him or I'll hit him. Oh, wait, I did it this way. Yeah, I threatened to scratch myself with my keys and then say he did it. I'll let it go. So he walks away anyway, just insults you this time. Okay. Pardon me. The investigation team has arrived. They analysed the crime scene. They took away the body. 1 hour, minutes have passed. And then we talked to a detective who presumably knew us when we were a detective. Now the day is coming to a close and we've only written 2 tickets, so we're absolutely going to get this towed. Parking violation. Done. I don't know if you get more money for towing the vehicle as well. And let's check some more cars, see if we can find some that haven't paid their meters. Check meter. Expired. Oh, tut tut tut. Parking violation. There we go. So you got -2 stamina. Oh, he came back. He's going to be very unhappy. Could go to Louis and eat a pizza, but we're so close to getting enough tickets, I'd rather just do that before the day ends. No, can't do that one. Just need 1 more car. I don't know if there's anything you can do with the crime scene now that it's done. Oh, you shouldn't have parked there. There we go. Yeah, you go into the liquor store and buy some drink, because you're not driving home, that's for sure. So we reported that we did our ticket quota for the day. We're also going to get that car towed because screw him. Is this Homer Simpson's car? Oh, it's expired. You should not have done that. Ticket for you too. Presumably, I believe you still get the bonus for doing more than your quota of tickets. We're not allowed to do any of the advanced searches yet either. We could eat a hot dog. I think they take off like 12 or something. Wait, that was only $3? Huh, I thought it was 13. We've got 1 stamina back and there's a gentleman here we can talk to. There's a job for someone inconspicuous. Ask the courier, pick up, deliver. I'm going to accept this time. Go to 611 and pick up a package from Mr. Smith. Take it to 631. 611 to 631. So there's 611. Mr. Smith, yes. Package, right. Here, goodbye. It was 631. Yes, okay. Again, this is one I didn't do because it seemed so suspicious. I'm probably carrying drugs right now, and I was playing it by the book in my off-camera play. Oh, the officer, the little girl wants me to find her cat. I will help. I don't know if I actually have time to do it. If I'm doing this drug thing, I'm going to try and do the drug thing first. I know where the cat is, in the pizzeria. 631. Oh, it's so far away. I don't have the stamina. 631. Go. Got 1 hour to get back to the pizzeria. Mr. Romero, yes, got a package for you. Great, thank you. Here's something for your trouble. See you later. We got 50 for that. That's... If you're just looking for money, that is better than doing the cat thing, because the cat thing just gives you favour with the people. That said, we might be able to do it. We just gotta manage our stamina and get back to the girl. There she is right there outside the drugstore. Oh, there's someone else to talk to there. No, no time. No, you interrupted me. I didn't get this last time. Favour task, yes. I've gathered a few tickets for parking. You look like a nice guy. Is there anything you can do about them? Offer help. Oh, alright, I'm just... confirm. Alright, so sadly we didn't get to help the little girl because I was doing too many illicit things, I guess. So that might change how things play out, because I think doing that actually did give me a follow-up quest. But we earned a crap ton more money than I did in my off-camera play. In my off-camera play, because I was doing everything by the book, I don't think I'm going to get the 300 I need by time. By the time, rather. Yeah, we haven't even really pissed anybody off either. But anyway, this has been an early look at a pre-alpha build of Beat Cop by Pixel Crow and published by 11-Bit Studios. I'll put the Steam store link in the description box below, but it's not released until the end of the year. Still, it's one to watch if you've liked what you've seen here. Thanks for watching, and ta-ta for now.